Actually, this session has been long overdue. Like we had planned this a month ago, me and my friend Vatika, who was also my team member. But due to some previous commitments, we were not able to host it. So 3 days ago, I reached out to some of these inspiring women who you are going to meet, and they were kind enough to contribute out their time and join us here. So, since the SIH deadline got extended, here we are. A quick intro. I'm Shiva Khemka, a SIH 2024 finalist. Right now, a third year BTech student at Anuja University and founder of One Start, that is a women only tech and entrepreneurship community. And today it is going to be an interactive session. Right now, we will be focusing on idea, PPT, and prototype since the submission deadlines are right around the corner. The floor will be open for Q&A right after we have our panel, and you can go ahead and drop your questions in the chat box, and we will pick them as we go. And if you want, you can share your PPT and get a review after we are done with the Q&A. So now let's welcome our speakers. We have Ashi Sharma, SIH 2024 winner. Ashi, you there?
Hello everyone. Hello Shiva. Thanks for inviting.
Yeah. Thank you for coming, Ashi. Then we have Nidhi Aditya, SIH 2024 finalist. Nidhi, you there?
Yes, hi everyone. And I'm really sorry, but I will not be able to switch on my camera due to some network issue.
No problem, Nidhi. Thank you for coming.
Is my audible? Am I audible
Yeah,
enough?
you're audible. Then we have Anuja Verma, SIH 2024 winner. Anuja, you there?
Hello. Am I audible?
Yeah. All good. Yeah. And
Okay. Hi, I'm Anuja Verma.
And our fourth speaker, which is Ashi Jain. She's running a little late, I guess. So she'll be joining us soon. Yeah, guys, but we can start. So why don't we give it a simple start and you guys can give your intro first. Ashi, how about you go first?
Sure, Shiva. So, hello everyone. As Shiva already introduced my name is Ashi Sharma. Currently, I graduated from Electrical and Electronics Engineering, BTech, in IPS Academy Indore. And currently, I am placed in Ford Motors, Pune. And I'm interested in graphic designing Ministry of Power project that we won last year in SIH. And that's it.
Cool. Nidhi Aditya?
Yes. Hello everyone. Myself Nidhi Aditya, and I am a recent mechanical engineering graduate from NIT Jamshedpur. And right now I am working as a quality assurance engineer in Vesuvius India Limited. And I participated in SIH in my final year, which is last year, 2024. And our team was shortlisted for the finals. Thank you.
That's great. So let's start with a simple question, such as what were your peers and how did you get to it? Why did you select it? Ashi, you can go first.
Okay. So, about the PS, am I audible right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, about the PS, actually my team got scattered first. We have selected some students from our college itself, and then there were juniors. There were our batchmates also. So we scattered some of the PS and we divided them, and we just got into every PS one each member of our team members divided a whole PS, and we just evaluated all the PS from there. And after that, we have 20 PS per person, and usme se hum logon ne we have selected like around 5 PS per person, and then we have shortlisted the main one.
Okay, and what was your PS? And why did you choose
Actually, yeah. So our PS was about making an AI and blockchain based comprehensive verification system for Ministry of Power. Actually, that was basically introduced by Ministry of Power, but that was for all the ministries. Combined project it was. So and why we have chosen that is a long story. I think I'll be sharing it afterwards. Other colleagues
Sure,
can.
sure. Nidhi?
So mine, like my team, for my team, we had a clear goal, which was to get to the final round. So we went for the PS very strategically. So two things we kept in mind was to pick a problem statement which was the most underrated topic, so that like we get our competitions cut short, so we have a better edge at the finals. Then the next thing we aimed was to select a problem statement which was aligned with the recent trends. So recently, sustainability is the most important thing going on around the world. So we picked the theme of clean and green technology, and under that we divided the list of those themes, and we sat down and we just read through all the problem statement. And the one which we thought which was the most underrated was the Ministry of under Ministry of Jal Shakti, and it was to like the problem statement title was to make a low cost enrichment model for FLOM, which is fermented liquefied organic manure. So that's how we went to select the problem statement.
Okay, cool. It was a hardware problem statement, right?
I'm sorry?
It was a hardware problem statement, right?
Yeah, it was a hardware problem statement.
Cool. Guys, we have Ashi Jain with us. She was the SIH 2024 winner. We welcome you. Ashi, can you give a quick intro?
Hello, thank you so much, Shiva, for inviting me today. I'm Ashi Jain. Our team won SIH last year. It was a really nice experience, as other colleagues must have told you about SIH, what SIH is, how things go on, like what is hackathon. You people must be aware of it. So our team got this opportunity of going to WIPS Delhi, and our problem statement was from Ministry of Defense, and luckily we won the SIH, so that is it. And so you people were discussing about how to select a good problem statement. For that, I would like to tell you guys that you should select a problem statement that fits with your team. Your people are enthusiastic about working on that domain, are enthusiastic, are dedicated about researching about that topic. And only if your team allows for it, you should go with that problem statement. And you can also have backup problem statement, so that is how it is. As for me, our problem statement was from Ministry of Defense. It was to build a DDoS protection system. So, as you already know that it is from cybersecurity domain. DDoS attacks, they are increasing day by day, and since everything is going online these days, we are very much vulnerable to these type of cyber attacks. So that was our problem statement, and we built the project for the DRDO.
Cool. Anuja, you there?
Yes, hello.
Yeah. So can you give a quick intro and tell us about your PS?
Hello everyone. I am Anuja Verma. Last year, am I audible? I guess
Yeah.
my network connection is not
Yeah.
stable. Wait. Hello.
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay, so hello everyone. I am Anuja Verma, a Smart India Hackathon 2024 winner under the Ministry of Earth Sciences. I am currently pursuing my computer science and engineering with specialization in AI from UIT CSJMU University Kanpur. So I was the part of Team Syntax Weavers. We developed the data download duplication alert system, a project that aimed to prevent redundant data downloads in government systems. Okay, so our selection journey started from the internal hackathon organized by our college. We first formed our team, syntax weavers, and then selected a problem statement under the Ministry of Earth Sciences that matched our interest and skills both. So we then spent a lot of time understanding the real problem, designing a proper solution and architecture, and creating a clear idea presentation, including problem analysis, proposed solution, flow diagrams, and use cases. Okay, then our college evaluated all the teams and shortlisted our to send to the national portal. And then we submitted it on the SIH portal. Our idea was selected by the ministry itself for the next rounds. So after that, we had to prepare a detailed prototype presentation, which finally got us selected for the grand finale. And that's where we won. So that's it only for problem statement.
Perfect. Well, as for me, as Ashi said, we also divided the PS among the team members, and each one of us contributed to one of the PS. Like we had 5 PS that were shortlisted, and out of those, we chose 2 of the PS, and we worked on those two. One was regarding getting rid of the middlemen from agriculture, and one was recapture models for Udya. So we had prepared a PPT on the farmers one also, but actually it got 500 submissions and we weren't able to submit it. So we went with just one PS, which was ML model for recapture for Udya, and luckily we got selected. So that brings me to the next question. Did any one of you choose 2PS or face the 500 submission deadline? Because many of the participants are going through it right now. Yeah, she goes through it. Go ahead.
So as you asked about 2PS, yes, actually our college fixed it that each team has to fix for about 2 to 4 PS. So we selected one for student innovation and one for this Ministry of Power. So in Ministry of Power one PS, we got around 250 to 300 submissions only because that was tough. And in student innovation, we got many. 500 were there in around 15 to 20 days.
So that now next question would be that how would you say one should choose a PS and what are the common mistakes team? Okay, Anuja, go ahead. Sorry.
Actually, I also wanted to share that we have also chosen last year like 2PS. One of I don't remember the ministry, but I remembered the PS, that is bus scheduling system type was that. Okay, so we chosen 2PS. That is, one was bus scheduling system, and the other is from the miscellaneous section. That is software edition. That was also first one also of software edition only. सो जब हमने ये डेटा डाउनलोड एप्लीकेशन अलर्ट सिस्टम वाला चूज किया था, तो हमें ये लगा था कि इसको बस ले लेते हैं, क्योंकि ये मिसलेनियस का था, तो बहुत लोग उतना ध्यान देते नहीं है मिसलेनियस प्रॉब्लम्स पे। तो हम लोगों ने वो पीएस ऐसे ही रैंडमली चूज किया था, बट जो हमारा मेन प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट था वो बस शेड्यूलिंग सिस्टम वाला था, जिसपे हमने बहुत अच्छे से प्रेजेंटेशन रेडी की थी, ये सोच के कि ये थोड़ा टफ है, टेक्निकल है, तो लोग कम आएंगे इसमें, कम आइडिया सबमिट होगा उसमें। बट एक्चुअली इसका जस्ट ऑपोजिट हो गया। डेटा डाउनलोड एप्लीकेशन अलर्ट सिस्टम में डी डैश में, जो कि मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ अर्थ साइंसेस का था, उसमें कम पीएस सबमिट हुआ था। प्रॉब्लम सॉरी उसमें आइडियाज कम सबमिट हुए थे, और इसमें बहुत ज्यादा हो गया था बस शेड्यूलिंग सिस्टम पे। तो मेरा ये तब से ये था कि हमारी टीम का कि भाई इस बार भी हम लोग 2025 में भी जा रहे हैं, तो हम लोग ये फोकस कर रहे हैं कि जो मेन जो प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट है जिसमें कम आइडिया सबमिशन के चांसेस है, अगर आप उसको लेके चलोगे तो एक हमें ऐसा लगता है कि एक आपका सिलेक्शन चांस थोड़ा बढ़ जाएगा उसमें। क्योंकि अभी बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट आपने देखा होगा कि बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट में अभी उतने आइडिया सबमिट नहीं हुए हैं। जैसे एक आपका प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट है इस बार 25164 भारत इलेक्ट्रिकल लिमिटेड समथिंग कुछ है, तो उसमें अभी तक 500 में से सिर्फ 19 प्रॉब्लम सिर्फ 19 आइडिया सबमिशन हुए हैं, तो वो बहुत ज्यादा हाईलाइटेड प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट है अभी का। तो मतलब यही है कि अगर आप जिनमें आइडियाज कम सबमिट हो रहे हैं, अगर आप उसमें से कोई चूज करो, राइट, तो वो ज्यादा बेटर है, उसमें सिलेक्शन के चांसेस ज्यादा हो जाते हैं। बाकी जो आप टेक्निकल जो आप यूज करोगे अपने स्किल्स को, फिर वो आगे देखेंगे।
Yeah, that just increases your probability. And often hardware में तो बहुत कम होता है।
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Nidhi, go ahead.
Yeah, actually, I was also making a similar point that mm, comparing the hardware versus software, we obviously get less submission in hardware because people think that it is complicated to make it in a hackathon, but actually it's quite opposite. You can prepare your prototype beforehand, and it will help in the final selection of your presentation as well. So our team did the similar thing for the final PPT that we submitted. We completed, we divided our whole prototype making phase in three phases, and we completed two phase and then submitted that video and photo in the PPT. So I think that made a huge difference in our selection. Unfortunately, we were not able to appear for the final round due to clash with the end semester examination, and many of us were having offer. So we were not able to take the risk of taking a back or something. So
Okay. So that other than that, any other tips for selecting problem statements or any common mistakes people usually make while selecting problem statements?
yeah, most of the time I have seen my juniors go for a problem statement which are very flashy ones, and which are like you know they think they will have fun while making it. But the point is, you can have as many resources as possible on the internet, but still while working on the idea you have to have a proper knowledge of that domain. So I also knew coding, and we also had some software options as well. But somewhere we knew we are from a mechanical background, so somewhere there is someone who is better at coding. So we eliminated that option. So you have to think what you can do best. So we selected the problem statement as with that thing in our mind. And obviously, a boring problem statement is still a problem, and you can get recognition from that as well, as much as you get from a flashy ones.
Yeah, a boring problem statement. Anyone else would like to add any point?
So you should, I would like to add some points. You should take a problem statement that is the real world problem, and you really need to understand the pain points and the core idea behind why the problem statement, the person who set up the problem statement, why did he choose to give this problem statement? First and the foremost thing is you need to understand why is this problem still not solved, even though there are so many good problem solvers around the world. Why this problem still exists? You need to understand the core idea behind the problem statement, and you need to do good research while making the solution. You have to understand what competitors are doing. So that is one of the things that पहले समझो कि क्यों है प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट, ये यहाँ पे क्यों है, एंड क्यों अभी तक सॉल्व नहीं हुई है, मिनिस्ट्री ने क्यों दिया है. तो ये सब चीजों को समझते हुए ही प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट को आपको पिक करना होगा. सो दैट इज द थिंग. और ऐसी प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट ही चुनो जो लाइक रियल वर्ल्ड प्रॉब्लम है, आप उसके पेन पॉइंट्स को समझ रहे हो, खुद महसूस कर रहे हो. तो ये
Yeah,
कुछ चीजें ध्यान रखिए. राइट.
yeah, guys, we have 2 points for boring problem statements and get to know the problem. And next is Ashi. Yeah, go ahead.
So yes, continuing Nidhi's point, actually she talked about that many juniors are coming with the problem statement. I saw many juniors of this year also, they are asking कि दीदी ये problem statement कैसा है, उन लोगों ने PPT वगैरह भी share करा है. Then I saw one thing कि उन लोगों ने जो PS select करे हैं वो उन लोगों ने खुद ही experience नहीं करे हैं काफी सारे. And one problem statement got me कि astronauts को space station में जाके वहाँ के वेदर में मतलब रहने के लिए उनको एंजॉयमेंट के लिए कुछ चाहिए होता है, दे गेट बोर्ड देयर. हाँ, तो वो चीज है. अब आई डोंट नो हाउ टू टेल देम बिकॉज मैंने उनको बहुत समझाया, सी दिस प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट यू कांट इमेजिन कि तुम लोग उन लोगों को उस टाइम पे क्या प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, एंड यू आर नॉट एट दैट स्टेज राइट नाउ. और ये पीएस ऐसा था कि अभी तक उसमें कोई भी सबमिशंस नहीं हुए हैं, एंड अबाउट द सेकंड पीएस दे आर चोजन, उसमें सबमिशंस काफी सारे हो चुके हैं. तो अबाउट दैट कि पीएस को चूज करना इज वन थिंग, एंड वन मोर थिंग दैट आशी ऑल्सो मेंशन, दैट अगर आप पीएस ले रहे हो तो उनकी प्रॉब्लम देखो, दैट इज वन थिंग. एंड हम लोगों ने, जो मैंने पहले भी शिवा मेंशन किया था, कि हम लोगों ने पीएस ऐसे चूज किया था. I talked about one idea with my partner. So he thought of doing the same thing in the PS also, but we were not getting the PS for the same query. तो हम लोगों ने ऐसा एक आइडिया खुद से सोच के रखा था पहले से कि हम इस पे वर्क कर सकते हैं, एंड ये आइडिया हम लोग को पहले से आ रहा था. तो वी सर्च फॉर अ पीएस दैट अलाइन विद इट, एंड फिर लकीली हमको एक पीएस मिला, बट उसमें वो अलाइन हो नहीं रहा था. तो व्हाट वी डिड इज कि हमारा सॉफ्टवेयर बनाना था, एंड व्हाट वी एडिटेड इन इट इज हार्डवेयर हम लोगों ने उसमें खुद इम्प्लीमेंट किया था. दैट वाज आवर इनोवेशन पार्ट. सो दैट वाज द प्लस पॉइंट ऑफ आवर टीम दैट गॉट सिलेक्टेड देयर. तो ये चीज आप लोग भी कर सकते हो एक पीएस में. अगर आप लोग सॉफ्टवेयर भी लेके जा रहे हो तो उसमें ऐसा कुछ एड ऑन कर सकते हो अपनी साइड से. देयर इज नो बाउंडेशन अबाउट दैट. सो या दैट वाज द पॉइंट.
Yeah, that's true. Like जब हम लोग को PS मिलता है, so PS में there are already some points that they want, that too in detail with description. So to
Okay.
make it better, we have to add some of our innovation, and to do that, we have to know the problem in detail.
Study
We have to go
the
through
problem
some
statement in there.
research papers. Yeah, we have to do some research, market research, go through research papers, and see what we can do extras, which other teams might not be having. And this is something which I have, like many people are posting their PPTs on LinkedIn right now because they have qualified for internals.
Yeah.
So I have noticed this thing that many of them have just implemented what was written on the PS. That's it. That's done. They have not. There's not a point which is standing out. The innovation. So that they should focus on, I would say. Anyone else? How they should work on upon the idea, how they should select the idea.
It's like people also ask, how do we understand the pain points of the problem if we have not experienced it? You people can ask the same thing. So for that, you need to do research. You need to read articles. You need to read the post. You need to read the websites. Go through videos. When people or astronauts, for example, they what were the things that they were suffering from when they were at space? ऐसा कुछ पढ़ो. You need to like go through a lot of stuff, lot of information sites to understand their pain problems. So that is what you can do.
Anyone else? Anuja or Nidhi, you want to add something?
No, I think we can move ahead.
Okay. So how confident were
No,
you?
I agree with all the points.
Sorry?
Yeah.
I was asking that how confident were you guys that your idea was going to be selected, that it was different?
I would like to answer this. So, like when you were talking about multiple PS selection, we also selected two PS. One was from the Ministry of Railways, and the other was from Ministry of Defense. And in the internal round, we presented both the PS. But our railway PS was selected in the internal, and then we got the opportunity of posting both the PS in the SIH forum, and so we submitted both the PS. But here, our DDoS protection, our Ministry of Defense PS was selected, so that was the irony. The one that was discarded in the college was selected by the ministry itself. So that was there because it had research, it had the idea. We read, like one of the members of our team, he was really interested in cybersecurity. So like we can call him the domain expert. It also comes up when you're selecting the team, you have to have a domain expert. So he was the domain expert in our team. So what was the question again?
I was asking that how confident were you that this idea was going to be selected?
Yeah. So we were not confident because it was already discarded by the college. So that we lacked it. But then we were confident with our thing because anything and everything it was in the PPT was authentic. We really did the research. We actually read the articles. We actually read the research paper, and these research paper were authentic because they were from IEEE, Science Direct. Good sites. Okay, so that is the source of confidence that we had. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she go ahead.
So about confidence, as I already shared about the innovation part, actually that was the main point that we got benefit in the finals also. In the third round, we showed our the innovation part of that card and all the things, hardware part, and in the finals also in the first and second round we didn't show it because in finals also what they do is mentors come and they give the features of the other teams what I have noticed. So we didn't share it earlier. So that was the thing that we know in earlier phase कि ये तो हमारा like इक्का types है इसको तो हमें last तक लेके जाना है. That was the thing.
That was good. Yeah, Nidhi and Anuja.
Yeah, actually, we were not very confident because our solution was, we thought that our solution was very generic, but we were optimistic because our solution was very much low cost. Like it had a lot of waste recycling, and the minimum, like the cost per day a farmer could spend on the manure was coming as low as rupees 20. So we thought it can be a good point, but yeah, confidence was still not there.
No problem. Anuja.
Um, yeah, so when we chose our problem statement, many people around us felt it was too technical or complex, right? Even we also thought that same thing only. But instead of getting scared, we took it as a challenge. We kept telling ourselves again and again, if someone has identified this and as a national problem, there must be a real need for a solution, right? So we started small, analyzing the root cause, and then we did some research and all, and then we designed our project step by step. Every team member had clarity on their role. Like हमारे टीम में हर मेंबर का खुद का एक रोल था. लाइक एक अगर दो लोग फ्रंट एंड को देख रहे हैं तो तीन बैक एंड. लाइक हमारा सॉफ्टवेयर एडिशन था, राइट? तो हम लोगों ने ये कर लिया था कि सिंगल सिंगल रोल सबको बांट दिया था. लाइक पूरा फ्रंट एंड को एक इंसान तो नहीं संभाल सकता ना.
Sorry to interrupt, but can you speak in English
Yeah.
because we have someone from South as well.
Yeah. Okay, right. Okay. So we started from small, analyzing the root cause, and then we designed our project step by step. And every team member had clarity on their roles, and that teamwork built our confidence even more. So what really took us there, that was a mix of clarity, teamwork, and consistency. We didn't know if we did win, but we never doubted our effort. So that mindset, we can do this. Let's give our best to it. बस ये यही सोच के फिर we kept us going and then till the end. That's it.
Okay, cool. Well, as for me, like I agree, I was kind of confident because for me, we had kind of checked all the boxes. Like as I said in the PS, there's a description, and there you can find loopholes as to where you can do innovation. So in my head, I had found those loopholes, and I had found how we can make our problem, idea stand out. So I was kind of confident about it. And because since it was for Udyam, so Udyam is a site for Aadhaar card, and Aadhaar card, so it is used by like whole India. So we had to be inclusive. It had to be inclusive and feasible and scalable. And these are 3 points which people have to take care of. Like this was taught to me by my senior. So if your problem statement is something related to common people, you have to make it inclusive, like for even the disabled people, and of course multilingual. And you have to keep sight of feasibility and scalability. You are writing that you can do XYZ thing in theory, but if it's not feasible and the evaluator is not stupid, so he or she will know, and your idea won't get selected. And you have to make it. You have to try to minimize the cost as much as possible, because these are mostly for ministries and governments, and so you have to minimize and make it scalable as much as you can. uh, yeah, so that's it. Now I think we can move on to the PPT. So what do you think is the most overrated and the underrated slide of the PPT? Ashi, you can go ahead.
Okay. So about PPT part in first round, I would say the underrated part is the challenges and the competition and the feasibility of your idea that you are mentioning in the PPT. I've seen many PPTs right now in my juniors also. So it's the slide at the third or fourth slide it is, so you have to mention about the feasibility of your idea, and that is the one underrated part, I would say. And for overrated, it is, I think, flowchart and the technology stack, that people are actually exaggerating it, but it's not that much. But about the flowchart we can say, but not the technology stack, because everyone is using that and the experts know about it, and you don't have to exaggerate it. You can just stick the icons there.
Yeah, that's true. Nidhi?
I'll start with the overrated part. Like, I have seen many PPTs in which the problem statement itself they are explaining, like what the problems are. According to me, like the panel already knows what the problems are. I think if you want to add that these are the problem, you should add that as your solution. Like you present your solution, and via bullet point, you should show that your solution encounters this problem. So I think that is a better way you can make your PPT. And the underrated part is the existing solutions and the gap in those solutions. I think a corner in your PPT deserves that yeah, so you should also include the existing solution and the gap, and then start with your solution, minimizing those gaps.
Cool. Anuja? Yeah, go ahead.
So, in my opinion, the most underrated part is the problem understanding and the solution flow. So, most teams spend little time on explaining why this problem exists and who it affects, right? And how exactly your solution fixes it. But that's the first thing judges look for. They want to know if you really understand the problem statement deeply or not. Right. In our case, we focused on explaining our problem clearly, showing the data flow and architecture. Okay, so even our simplest slides made sense because they were clear, right? That's what made our presentation stand out, not just the visuals, but the clarity of our thought also.
Yeah, Ashi, go ahead. Ashi Jain.
I think the underrated part, as Nidhi said, is the research and reference section, because people they're scared of accepting that they had it from the research paper or the solution already exists. But there are loopholes in the solution. You people are not ready to accept it, but you should. You really need to do a good competitor research, and you can also show the research in the last section. You can just put a drive link or whatever. You can also show what are the solutions and what they lack, and then from there there on you can go on saying that this is the unique point of our solution. So that is the thing. And the overrated part, I have seen a lot of people doing it in a very visual format. They're using a lot of stickers, a lot of visuals, very lot of images. I think it's not the PPT where you have to show your creativity skill. Yes, you can have visuals, but in the limited amount. You need to balance it with your tech expertise, with your technology, and text and visuals. So that is the thing.
Yeah, even our PPT didn't have any visuals. And actually, I saw one reference slide, and it had like text that it had class doc, class doc link in it in reference slide. So you have to focus on the reference slide and include real papers of what you have been through, not text stack docs. And so, what are the points you would say one should focus on while preparing tech, other than these, of course? Any other which is left out? I would say that uh, anything for me, I would say what I did, it might have worked for me. What I did, we tried to include stats as to why our solution works. So why we have this, why we are trying to implement this, we try to include some stats and how we got to the idea and why we are not doing what we are not doing. So for example, mine was recaptcha, and when we think of security today, we think of blockchain simultaneously because blockchain is the new buzzword. So we try to avoid blockchain because it's expensive and it's not that feasible. And our team, no one knew blockchain. So we try to frame it in a positive way that why we are not including blockchain in it and why we are going ahead with our solution. So try to speak to the judges in try to show your thinking why you are going ahead the way you are going ahead. I would say that. And yeah, challenges slide is very important. Challenges and solution because every idea has some. There might be some or the other missing thing in your idea. So just show it how you're gonna and why you're gonna deal with it. So the next would be that how important do you think is submitting a video or a prototype link? And did you submit it? Yeah, Shiva, you can go first.
Okay, so yes, we have submitted the video and prototyping both, but the prototype was not that ready, and we have pasted the screenshot of the web portal in the last slide, and also the video link in the second slide. And one more thing I would like to add, Shiva, that in challenges slide, we have added one thing more, that the pie charts and the graphs of our, generally we wanted to do a survey in what we have filled the Google Forms, and we went out there and asked to people to fill it, and about what the pie chart gave us, we just screenshotted and added in the PPT because it was a real time survey that we got. So we mentioned it there that this is the real time data what we captured for this project. So that was the one thing.
That's cool. That just gives them confidence in your idea. Yeah, Nidhi, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question again?
How important do you think is prototype or video link, and did you submit one? I think you have answered already.
Yeah, it is very important.
Yeah, Anuja, go ahead.
Okay, so we all know that it is really very important. So, like, I want to say that you can have the best idea on paper, but if it's not clearly demonstrated in the video or prototype, judges can't visualize it, right? तो अगर वो विजुअलाइज ही नहीं कर पा रहे हैं आपका जो आइडिया है, आपका जो प्रोटोटाइप है, तो वो आपके पीपीटी को उतना कंसिडर नहीं करते हैं, राइट? अगर पीपीटी में आप आइडिया को तो अपने अच्छे से एक्सप्लेन करते हो, बट आई गेस द वीडियो एंड प्रोटोटाइप्स शोज इट इन एक्शन, राइट? So that's only thing.
Yeah, Ashi, go ahead. Ashi.
Yes, I think everybody's covered it all, but I would like to say that your video, it should be of like 2 minutes, not longer than that, because I have seen people having it for like 10 minutes, 10-minute long video, prototype video. I mean, that is not going to work. Judges don't have that much time to view it, right? So keep it short and crisp.
Yeah. As for me, we because we didn't have much of a front end as such, so we just submitted a video explaining our idea to the judges. It was a YouTube unlisted link. Yeah, and though one thing also that they didn't view it because our video had 0 views when I checked it, when our idea was selected and I checked it. So it had 0 views. So I really can't tell that it mattered to them or not. But what I can say that, yeah, our efforts did matter. So would you like to shed something on that? That does that matter? Did your video have views or not? Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Yeah. So would you guys like to add something on did your video get viewed or not?
Actually, I didn't check it, but I think, yeah, because they have to, go through a lot of slides. They might not even watch the video, but some people do it. Some people just read the description from what I've heard. Like there are some YouTubers or some SIH post like past winners who who go for the evaluation of SIH PPTs. So they have shared that sometimes they don't watch the video. They sometimes they don't even watch the PPT. They just they just go through the description that they've written on the portal, and that is how they assess your idea. So it depends. It depends on the evaluator,
Yeah,
right?
that's true. It depends on the
Actually,
value. Mhm.
actually, we added a small clip of our video in our PPT only.
Okay.
So I don't know if they watched it or not.
Okay. Yeah, that catches the attention. Actually, we added it in the link input. So the next would be that what. So if they want to develop the prototype today, do you think a lovable prototype would work? Audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Yeah, yeah. So
I think AI prototype with some innovation can work, but you should try to make it authentic. You should try to make it from scratch. You can always take help from the AI tools, but your innovation needs to be there. So
okay.
that's what I.
So, and what if they just submit a video and not a prototype, like in software, like they are a demo video and not a prototype link, because then they can hard code it and just show a demo video. So would that work?
I think it actually depends. If your research is strong, every idea it has their own strengths. As for our idea, I would say our idea it was very unique to them. It was well researched. Our team did the research, so it actually depended. I am being very honest. I didn't add the prototype link in our PPT, and still our idea got selected because it had in it, right?
Yeah.
The idea was strong, and we had in a very systematic manner we have shown the idea, like the architecture was there. आप खुद देख पा रहे थे कि what is going on. So it actually depends. But for the backup you should have the PPT, you should have the video, you should have the like everything set up, like whatever they are asking for.
Okay. So what would you say is most important, like the most they should focus on, the idea or the PPT? Ashi Sharma, you can go ahead.
I think it's both because in what our PS it was about AI, blockchain, both the things, and in the finals they completely wanted us to change the blockchain part. Like decentralization का part पूरा हम लोग का backend change करवाया था. That is the thing you have to work on every part from the start. PPT is most important, I would say, because it will explain your solution in brief because you are not there to explain it. And your PPT should tell them what is actually their demand and what you are addressing. So, PPT, I would say the first one, and your idea is okay, but about the solution, there's something unique you have to add it because many people, like 500 submissions we are seeing there, and 500 people are solving the same problem. So what's make you outstand there? तो मतलब वो चीज तो है दोनों चीजों पे you have to work.
So first, the PPT should tell what you're trying to tell. And even if the idea is like your innovation is just there, like below the mark even, it would work. But if your PPT just explains it.
Yes. I think actually we have added a bit of more idea like innovation part. Maybe have added in the software of a hardware we have added. So that is I think the standout part.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, innovation works.
Yeah. So then, based on your experience, so how would you say that what the judges are looking forward to, and how the evaluation process works actually? Anuja, you can go ahead. Is she there? I don't think so. Nidhi, you can go ahead.
Yeah. So, honestly, I have no experience for the last round, but for the presentation, I think if I am in the panel, I will be looking for for an idea which is scalable, and today everything revolves around money, so it should be a profitable idea. That is the most important thing in your presentation that should stand out. So even though your idea is not very innovative or like unique, but if you add the point that it is a low cost idea and it will bring profit, the idea will sell itself.
Ashi, again, what would you say that the judges are looking for and how the evaluation process works?
Okay, so judges want to see the solution that actually works and not just the theoretical thing. You should be able to make the thing that you're claiming of in those 36 hours. Because in the last round they just want to see the solution and that is it. So that is what it is.
Okay, Ashi Sharma, you want to add on to?
Adding on to Ashi's statement that judges see actually the problem statement comes very differently because we asked the Ministry of Power that you chose this problem statement for us because Ministry of Power and this AI and blockchain part is completely different. And about verification, document verification, it's completely way out of it. So we asked him, ki, why did you give this problem statement for us? So he said that this is the problem addressed by many of the ministries, and this is faced by every individual. So we completed the solution with an approach like what us be the solution in it, like what is the problem for us in this particular problem, like what they are asking and what we are facing today. So in that way we have to select, because if you are working in that way, I think you can give the best points in the solution.
Okay. So yeah, and the evaluation process works in like when you submit the ideas. So there are multiple idea evaluators, and each idea evaluator gets 200 or so ideas, and they have to evaluate on certain points, as our speaker said, and then they give you then they make a sheet and with your points, and those who are on the top, they just forward it to the industry experts, and then your idea gets selected. So it's just for students and then experts. Your idea is going through 2 layers. So next would be that as a finalist, I'd love to know that what do you think made you a winner rather than just a finalist? So Ashi Sharma, you can go ahead first.
I would say that our innovation, first of all, because in our case, at the finals, actually, it is the case that only 5 teams get selected in the finals, right? But in our case, it was different. At the last moment, they changed it, and our finals was with the 8 and up to 10 teams. It was there. So we have to fight with 5 more teams there. And coming from a tier 2 college, competing with IITs and NITs, it was very difficult in the finals also, because in right side also we saw one team, it's there of triple IT Pune, I guess. Yes, and all the members of their team were working in very big companies, internships, and they were the finalists last year also. So it was a pressure build up, and last time, and our team was the last for the evaluation. So when mentors were coming, they were actually having the timer, and last में what happens कि जब सारी teams को they evaluate and it comes at the last, so they don't listen properly कि what they are saying, okay, speak fast or like that only. So just they come with the clock and they started the timer and told us to just spread it out in 7 minutes only. So it was there in my mind because I was the presentation head. So I was there, it was there in my mind, yeah, I have to wind up all the things, AI blockchain part, front end, back end part, and also the innovation of some hint we have to give in the first round. So that was the thing in the first thing. And I think out of 8 teams, what got us the winner part is only the innovation and how we represented. Because in the finals also, they gave us the solution. What we did it is completely changed after the 2 rounds. they gave us the solutions about making the features of English language or multilingual. You have to make it. So we added those features in the second evaluation time. So that was the thing that gave us the points.
Ashi Jain?
Oh my God, I can relate so much to what you just said. Our experience was the same. Our prototype was not working in the last stage. This PS was from DRDO, so those scientists were right there in front of us. One was in the back end. So what our solution was that we were building a system which is going to detect if the traffic, like when you log into the website, if the user who's trying to log into the website is the actual user, or is he the attacker who is trying to just log into the website in order to freeze the website, or make some losses in the business of the person. For example, it is an Amazon website and you're trying to log in, you're an ethical user, but you're not able to log in because these attackers are attacking on that website. So what they did was we also made some website, a demo website. One of the DRDO scientists, he was in the back end and he was attacking on our site, and our work was to detect, in our dashboard we have to detect if this user is an attacker or the ethical person. So that was the task they gave us, and on the last moment it was not working, our prototype was not working. So that happened, and then we were very panicked, like, bhai, last round, it's the final round, and now this prototype is not working. But still, the mentors, they were actually like very patient. They were like, we were also the last ones. Like we were the fifth team who presented. So they gave us 5 minutes. They were like, okay, just calm down. You have this time. You can just figure things out. We will come back. And so they came back, and then our prototype, it worked, right? So that happened. It is a very risky moment and very overwhelming too. But luckily, the thing is that the expected solution, you have to check box those solutions at least. Along with the uniqueness, you cannot just miss out those check boxes, right? You have to check those boxes. That is the thing.
Damn. Yeah, Ashi, go ahead.
So adding on to it, actually in last also, as I already told, कि, blockchain wala part we got completely changed at the last moment, and at night, at whole night we stood up because I was not in the tech part, but who was there also, he was a junior in blockchain, and blockchain part is completely different for them also because they have not studied in depth, and mentors said that you have to change this and you can't go with it. So it was the terrible moment that we have to change the backend full completely because our idea, what we got there and what they are expecting us to do is completely opposite. So we connected at night with our mentors, with our seniors, even industry experts at midnight, and that was the thing. So it was very panic at the last moment. Also in PPT, we have to make the 30 to 40 slides of PPT also. So in that moment also we have to add everything, each and every detail of your project. So that was the thing. At last, I would say it's the matter of the team. It's the workforce of the team because each team member is contributing its part. Because in our team also, I was the presentation and innovation head, and my team captain was a front end and backend developer, and one other juniors were AI and blockchain. So every team member have to contribute fully. It's not that only one or two members will work and they will win. No, that won't happen anytime. It will not. So that is the thing.
Yeah, calling the mentors at 3 a.m. was so great. Yeah, Ashi, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to ask Ashi, did they have the time to go through your presentation? Because in our case, they were the scientists of DRDO. They just wanted to see the prototype and that was it. They did not even care about the presentation. So how did it go for you?
Thank you, Nidhi, for joining. Have a good night.
Yeah, thank you, Shiva, for this great opportunity. It's a really nice initiative, and many, many congrats to everyone.
Yeah, and if any of you guys are in hardware and want to contact Nidhi, I will share her contact details, or Nidhi, you can share your details and we can contact you, I guess.
Okay, I'll just
Yeah, in the chat.
text me on LinkedIn.
Yeah, whatever works for you.
Yeah, you can text me on LinkedIn. I'll just share my LinkedIn profile over here in the chat. Sorry for the interruption, you guys. Please continue.
No, no. You have a good night. I was just saying that calling mentors at 3 a.m. was very relatable because our judges had also told us to make these kind of changes, and backend was my part, and it was not working, so I had to call them at 3 a.m. all the seniors, that whoever is in backend, but they all went to sleep, and at last it was not ready. The functional it was not functioning, and yeah, hence we lost. I was a lead. I was in backend, and we lost because of me. So yeah, but it was a great experience. That brings me to the question that how was your experience? Where did you guys go? And how has it reflected in your career? Like, was it any of help, or did you pursue it, your idea?
I asked a question to Ashi about the presentation thing. So, did you guys get the time to present the whole PPT in the
Uh,
last round?
I think she's on a call or something right now.
Okay.
Yeah, meanwhile, maybe you can answer this question, and you can ask her later on.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So,
she's
like,
there. I
uh,
think Ashi Sharma.
Sorry, guys. Actually, I was on a call. So yeah, what was the question? Please repeat it.
Yeah, Ashi, then you can go ahead. Please ask.
I was asking you whether you guys got the enough time to present your presentation, or were they patient enough to go through your presentation, or were they just looking for the prototype in your case?
See, in the first round, in the finals only, in the first evaluation round, they were with a timer, as I said. They were with a timer and they gave us only 7 to 8 minutes for the presentation of prototype and the explanation, both the parts. And in second round, I guess evaluation was not done for some reason, and we got only the third round. And in third round also, we were the last team to present there, and we have to show our hardware part and all the prototypes link working, and the front end and back end on all the explanation. So after, I would say, they gave us 10 to 11 minutes for the explanation, but after they saw our innovation part, they gave us time because they were interested ki what the hell is this now because what they are bringing, because software part is completely different and this is completely different, so they were interested in listening to us at that time. So they gave around 15 to 20 minutes for that. Innovation part they gave for 10 minutes, and other things and questions were there, yes.
Yeah, right. That's how it went for us as well. Okay, coming to your question,
Mm-hmm.
it has affected our careers. We got the opportunity of interning at DRDO, so yeah, that was there.
Okay, so you approached them, or they approached you, or
They
all the
approached,
finalists were invited, or winners.
they approached us because they were really interested in this project. They really wanted this project because it is a real world problem and they want to solve it. And so yeah, they approached us.
So all the finalists, or just the winning team?
No, just the winning team.
Okay, so this project right now, it's in which stage? Like, you are in deploying this stage, or you are still working on it?
We are still working on that project. Am I audible?
Yeah.
I just got, yeah. So we are still working on that project and still making it actually. This is a 6 month internship, so it's still ongoing.
Cool. That's cool. What about you, Ashish?
Yes, adding on the same, actually, I would add one thing. That Ministry of Power had came and they talked to IIIT Pune students, their team members, and they said them in front of us that you are the winning team, you'll win. I know, and you will work with us. And I was like, okay, it's okay, fine. And it was a pressure building moment, I would say, because they were actually in favor of that team. And when the results were announced, and that team was just in front of us, and they were like, okay, they didn't won. And then after that moment, that head came to us and said, we would work on the project, guys, you have done very well. And it was freaking awesome because he changed it completely. And I was like, okay, sir, thank you so much. And yes, we are working on the project. Actually, I'm not working, I'm working with the different things right now in my career. So my team members are working with the Ministry of Power right now, and the same 6 month internship it is. But they said that it would benefit afterwards, and I think it would be extended.
Okay, cool. That's cool. So how do you think that they changed their point of view? Because those three judges are the main judges. Those are the deciding point of views. So how do you think that they changed it? Do you know anything?
I think the main judges who were evaluating us were different, and the Ministry of Head was different. So in the first evaluation, two judges came and they just saw our idea and explained us ki this all things you have to add in your prototype. And in the third round, 2 to 3 judges were extra, and I think they were the experts of different departments of AI, blockchain, full stack, and everything. So I think they were listening to everyone, but we talked also about the different team members, because एक बार I would share one incident. Sorry to take your time, but one team members were coming and listening to our idea when we were explaining them. So
That happened.
it was a competitive spirit. So I asked the girl that why are you standing here? So that is the thing you have to keep in mind, that they are your competitors, right? And you are making building the connections, but not at that time. After winning, you can make the connections.
Yeah, and one more, like with us, this happened that the mentors themselves were listening to others and they were coming and telling us that this team is implementing this, can you implement this? So they do
Yes,
that
yes,
as
yes.
well.
2 to 3 points they gave the same of different team members to us also.
Yeah. So I think we are done with the questions. Now the floor is open, guys. You can go ahead and ask your questions if you have any, or if you want a review on a PPT, go ahead. Any of you? Uh, there was a question from Prakash Gupta. I think it's for you, Ashi Sharma. Uh, what can we use on the place of blockchain for immutability? I don't know if he's there.
I think, Prakash, I would not the best person to answer this because I'm not the technical part person. So I think anyone else can address this.
Yeah, even I don't have as such idea what blockchain. So anyone else would like to ask any question? Also, guys, can you share your? Yeah, sure, Vishnu. You guys can unmute and ask.
So apparently we were qualified to the internal hackathon for a different problem statement, and now before uploading the PPT, 500 submissions were done. So which shows a different problem statement this time, and it was student
That
innovation.
is the to-do list. We actually have many apps about it for the to-do list part. I think you should work on more research about your competitors. One thing, and second thing is it's of student innovation and not more important in current scenario, because to-do list is something that people have today. But I think in student innovation you can go with the idea that it's not there in current today's world. So I think you can switch or work on your idea in a brief way. It's good, although you have to work a little bit in depth.
So yeah, simplifying it is just a gamified to-do list, but it has more components and all. It will take a lot of time if I want to tell all about it. So I just told it in a very simple way.
You have made the PPT, right? You can share it on LinkedIn.
Yeah, sure. I would be sharing and getting the review. Thank
Okay.
you.
So we have next question as okay. Yeah, if you want, you can share your screen right now, Ishwar, or you can also send the PPT on LinkedIn, whatever works for you. Next is Aditya. Many sources says that PS with less number of ideas submission might be left. Is that true? No, many that PS with less number of ideas. Yeah, PS with less submission are only left because many have 500 submissions already. So whichever not has 500 submissions is only left. And that okay. So next question is how everyone says innovation, but how to find that actually? Uh, yeah, any one of you can take it.
So innovation, you need to research about the competitors, or about the people who are actually like working on the problem in the real time, and you just need to see what is it that they are lacking. You can compare 3 to 5 competitors, the big players in the market, and you can just like make out like what are they lacking, and what is it that they should incorporate, and what is that feature that will actually help in solving a particular real world problem. So that is going to count as an innovation. So yeah, go with it.
Yeah, Ashish Sharma, would you like to add in?
Yeah.
May I
With this,
ask a question?
Yeah, can you just get done with this and then you can ask the question? That works?
Okay.
Yeah, Ashish
yeah.
Sharma.
Adding on to it, actually in our innovation part, what we did is, as I already told, that it was the software and we added the hardware. Hardware part was not that complex, I would say, but it was cheap. So in innovation part, what you can do first is making your idea costly. Like, cost you can minimize it, because in actually I have worked in Baha team also. So in there also we have worked on the RFID access thing. So we made that RFID access in just 400 rupees. So that was standing out in all the teams. And in this SIH also we did the different thing, but not the costly part. First, you can work on your cost part, and second is, as Ashi already said, that you should work on focus on the competitors, because in our case also DigiLocker you guys must be knowing and using also. So DigiLocker was the same thing that actually in first instance what we did is DigiLocker was the same prototype that we they asked us. Like, problem statement was completely aligning with the DigiLocker one. But what we added is that DigiLocker is not giving you the access of all the medical certificates, all the government certificates. It's only giving you the registration certificates or your degrees or your 10th and 12th mark sheet, right? But what we were expected to do is completely integrated certification system was there. So what we did is added one card that is personalized, like your ATM card, right? And in that card, all the ministries are integrated, like Ministry of Power, Ministry of Health and Education, or any ministry or any hospital or your school background, everything it was there. So we made a hash ID with blockchain and all. That is the technical part. So we made a hash ID, and for that was, it was only particular with the person. So this was the innovation that we added, because it was not existence right now, and it will be working when we'll be working on the project, right? So that is the one thing. You can first, you have to evaluate your competitors, second on the cost part, and third part is what you can creatively do with your idea. Because I think what we did was actually unique one, because it was not in the current scenario working right now.
Yeah. What I would like to add is competitors, cost part, and then obviously the feasibility, scalability, and inclusivity. That you have to make sure that the person, your customer, each one of them can use your product. For example, if it's common people, then even the person with a low cost phone should be able to use it. And then I would like to say like how to get to that innovation. So of course you have to read the problem statement in detail. Like you have to search for the loophole where you can innovate, because they already provide you with a vast description of what you have to implement. So search for the loopholes in which they are not that descriptive and have left to your own imagination. And one thing also you can think of is data security, which is of very much very much concern right now. So you have to keep that in mind as well. For example, for me, it was capture model for Udyam. So we had to, just like Cloudflare, we had to see if it's a bot or not. First of all, in the background, and then if we had suspicion, then we had to implement a very simple front end for the user and test it. So that was our open thing where we could innovate. So that was front end, the UI, which would be accessible by all. So we also kept in mind that we had in Hindi, English, multilingual, and as well as for the disabled people, like one who's deaf or dumb or so. And the second one which we had open was the back end thing, how we are getting to know if it's a bot or not, what what parameters we are taking part, and how we one extra thing we did was making a hash ID of all the users, like Aadhaar. They had a digital ID, so we know if this is a bot or not, and we check it with that. So that was our innovation. So you have to see these kind of things. And yeah, sure, Ashi. You can one question Prakash Gupta has with you. So he wrote, yeah, that you have mentioned about the blockchain in a project. What are the challenges you faced? I guess it's also from you. Ashi Sharma, you there?
Yeah. In blockchain part, actually, actually I don't remember particularly, but in our case, it was decentralized blockchain part in the backend. Backend, I'm not aware of it completely. I'll have to ask my partners, and they said us to change it completely to centralized version. I think it was there, and don't remember because it's of last year December.
Okay.
I'll ask.
Yeah, I guess Prakash, you can contact Ashi on her LinkedIn, and she can forward you to
Yeah,
the
sure,
person who is concerned about this. That would be great.
sure.
Yeah. Thank you, Ashi, for joining, and it was a great
Thank you,
session.
Shiva.
Thank
That
you.
was a great session. Thank you for inviting. Thank you, Ashi, my co-speaker, and all the speakers. Thank you, guys. It was great connecting with you all.
Yeah,
Bye
winners are
bye.
decided for each PS differently. And
Same here. It was nice talking to you today. Got to learn a lot of things from you as well.
yeah, because we
Same.
had so many different speakers, we got to know so many perspectives, because something
Totally.
works, something not works for everyone. And Ashi Jain, you can share your LinkedIn as well in the chat.
Yes, I have. I have it on chat.
Yeah, sure. So, guys, you have all our LinkedIn, and you can approach us whenever you want for any query. You can as well as share the PPTs uh, and get our reviews. Yeah, it was a great session. And if you are a woman,